Welcome back, guys. Welcome back, guys. Thank you for joining us on day 12 on the Ashleigh Burwood and investigation. Now, we're halfway through the second week, and there has been some developments. So today, what we're going to do is we're going to just compile to see what evidence has been built up so far and what we can gather. So just bear with us as we continue the um, as we continue to set the stage. Set the stage. 'Cause today we're going to start off with we're possibly going to start off with the golden tarot. We're going to start off with the golden tarot and clarify using the Rider Waite. And just as we're waiting for as we're just waiting, today we're gonna introduce something different, but it's going to be pretty much a, we're going to unveil something different, possibly, just another form of divination. What can we get? Because so far we have the oracle cards. We also have the globe, which we haven't used yet, but we're gonna just try something, something sort of something, on something, you know, um, we're gonna just see what we can do. Okay, guys. Without further ado, it seems that as we're preparing this investigation, it seems that we're having to you know, kind of work our way through the information, and hopefully the sound. Okay, all right. We just done a sound check earlier, but we're gonna just we're going to just continue to do the prep, and today's going to be it's going to be a good one. Normally, once there is this interference, this resurgence, it's because something is brewing. The information is bubbling to the surface. So today is going to be a good one. So just bear with us as we continue our as we continue, as we continue. So just bear with us. Today should be a really good one. Day 12, the number adds up to three. So three is a real magical number. We have three on the board today, just as an example. And the first word of the day is oh, okay, all right. The first word of the day is okay, all right. We're going to we're going to leave. Okay. We'll come back to that one. We'll come back to that one. We'll come back to that one. The first word of the day. We have this humor. This humor. Like they said that the first word of the day is something quite interesting. They said the first word of the day is um, the first word of the day is detective. That's the first word of the day. We're gonna leave, we're going to start off with that one. So, and also message. So we have a message. So we have a detective who's on the detective. First word of the day, and also this is a symbolic. This is a message. So you will be receiving a message. These individuals, just to introduce them, we have at the table again um, the landlord, the landlord, Simon Howard, and Ashleigh and Burwood. Now, these three are, the face of the investigation. They're the face of this ring. This ring. We're going to, we're having a look through this ring individually and as a collective. I think today what we might do is just, because they represent. Bear with me one moment. Bear with me one moment. Okay, welcome back, guys. All right. Okay. So we also the first word of the day is detective, but we're going to actually start off with the golden tarot. Let's start off with the golden tarot and make our way. Kind of build the momentum. Build the momentum, make our way up into something more. Something that will add to the images, because the images, I believe, today will be able to show us something. Will be able to give us this illustration. Okay, we'll keep the we'll keep actually we'll keep the detective. Eight of wands. Okay, eight of wands off screen. So that's kind of appeared twice already. We've had the eight of wands from the Rider Waite, and also the Eight of Wands on the Oracle card. Spirit, what would you like us to know today? What would you like us to know? We're gonna just shuffle the cards just to neutralize the energies. Okay. Detective news, and we have the Six of Swords. Now, this what this is what this you're going to receive. You're going to have going into something more calm and more smoother, more smooth. Something calm. Your guides. Your guides are going to lead you into this calmer waters. But I want us to have a look at the possibilities of what what these what the three that we have at the table, what they're going to be receiving, because it would appear that since they would have received this news, so there'll be our investigation would be our investigation is you know our investigation now is going to make a response. We're going to have to receive a response. These people being called into they're being called into they're going to have to they're being called, and then now their response. Okay, we're kind of gonna go on by you know the response. Because now we're as we're building this as we're beginning to build this case, as we're starting to build this case. Okay, so then now we have the page of coins, the page of coins, the page of coins. So this will be a message, this will be a message, they'll be receiving this message, they'll receive this message. So we have symbolism of second message. You know, we have this wands, and we also have this coin. We also have this page of coins. So they would have received a message from, you know, the divine. Having said that, we're also we're also now going to be receiving this message where the liberation, you know, is being, you know, the liberation is approaching the people. People are being liberated by this news. People are going to be liberated. People are going to be liberated. Okay, just give us another shot. We're just going to shuffle the cards some more. Okay, this one wanted to come out. Okay, okay. Then we have the five of coins. The five of coins. So now, you know, these individuals, they have, they won't, they will have, they will be, they will be, they'll be forced to come out of high. They'll be forced to come out from, where they, they'll be forced to come out. But what would happen here is that the five of coins speaks about, having to pay. It's kind of, um, it's the feeling is, they call it, going through these hardships. So now they're going to have to experience these hardships that were originally directed towards. They're going to have to experience the hardships that were directed towards, the subjects. So this will be projects that will not be going into fruition for them. So this would mean existing projects and also future projects. So they are be they're going to be experiencing. Just bear with me one moment, guys. Bear with me one moment. What we're going to do is, just bear with me one moment. We're at this, the picture is starting to build. The picture is starting to build. So if you just bear with me one moment, and then we'll go from there. By the way, the other word, the new word, we have access. Access. So they'll have access denied. Access denied. This is a kind of like a termination of a termination of moving forward progress. Also being kind of like things would be unavailable because of the reputation that will begin to the reputation that will begin to the awareness rather that will begin to reach the people. The awareness that will begin to reach the people. We'll be able to provide people safety by raising this awareness. By raising this awareness, we'll be able to provide the people with the safety, because now they will know that what these organizations are truly operating under, their intentions. So bear with me one moment. Okay, guys, welcome back. All right, okay. As we're saying now, as we raise this awareness, this will cause these individuals. You talk about you talk about contracts and subcontracts. Now, what the people are going to be aware that this, the community or the community this headed by the landlord and these individuals. Now, their reputation is going to be, we're going to raise this awareness for people. So, because what we're going to do is, we're going to use the spotlight. We're going to shine the light in the dark, which is going to illuminate. Something's going to be illuminated. Now, the people, one of the things that this program teaches, one of the things that this program teaches us is that a certain narrative is built, and we have to defend ourselves essentially through our character, because this spotlight is built based on, I want to say, they kind of use, these, they build this narrative, they make you believe that, okay, you're unable to, you're unable to participate in the, you're unable to participate in the society. So this kind of builds an image of you. So then you're isolated because the community is working under a false narrative. These individuals they're working under a false narrative. Now, of I don't want to jump too far ahead because I would like the evidence that we've compiled to be unveiled as as we go along. I'd like for us to experience each card. Each card would like for us to experience each card together. So these individuals, they're going to be left out in the cold, you know, symbolically, as the people begin to learn about what is happening, what has been happening behind the scenes. So this will be contracts, contracts and, of that, things of that nature. Things of that nature. Word of the day is motivation. There's a motivation, there's a motive. Now this is victory. Victory. Six of Wands is essentially the card of victory. So, your liberation. Your liberation is, your liberation is a victory for the community at large. Your liberation as a community is a victory for the community, because you essentially are, by shedding by by using this light onto these individuals, because these individuals are seen as, pillars of the community. In one aspect, they're seen as these pillars of the community, and this is something that they have. This is a reputation that they have built. Uh, However, our investigation, what we're doing is we are now asking them to step forward and prove that they are these pillars, that they really are, because being on the receiving end of some of their nefarious treatment, we've called their true position and said, no, you're actually being false. You're being false. But then they would say, well, you're gonna have to prove it. And then we say to that, But we are proving it. We are proving it because what we're doing is we're compiling evidence through your own actions. We're going to prove through your own actions that you're not who you say you are. And we're also going to prove through your own actions exactly who you are. So, guys, bear with me, bear with us, because as the information, as the stream of information begins to become available, this information is going to be out there. We are recording and reporting live on the front line. So, this recording, is happening live, and we're going to share the moments. We're going to share the moments together as we continue on the last final card. So this speaks about victory. This speaks about triumph. Triumph. The Six of Wands. It's this triumphant. Triumphant because why? Because the truth has been revealed. This is all about truth and what has been hidden. In order to reach this level, a truth is going to be revealed. That is on the cards. Okay, guys, we're going to go back to the cards. What else can you tell us about these individuals? What else can you tell us about these individuals? By the way, on the stereo, on the computer, we have Radiohead. 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 This talks about a signal. This talks about a signal and also a signal being received that will be able to be heard by the people. The sword of truth. So the truth is coming out. These people won't be able to stop the truth from coming out because one of the what I want to say is one of the you know the subject, the person that's been subjugated, the person that is a subject, these individuals, they reveal who they are to the subject, because in order to draw the subject's attention, they have to kind of like show themselves. So this is what they've done. They've shown themselves to the subject while being they've shown their true colors to the subject, while not showing, while maintaining this false narrative. The reason being is because each subject is an integral part of they who they say they are. They kind of they draw this inspiration from these subjects. But that's something, we're going to get a card from here. So they draw this inspiration. They draw this inspiration. So the community sees them in one way, and how they are behind closed doors is another. So they it's something that's hidden in plain sight. It's hidden in plain sight. It's hidden in plain sight. Show me one word, spirit. Show me one card. Thank you. We're going to take one from here. We have the number 0 from the major arcana. Major arcana 0. So what is so so we've reached the end of this ordeal. We've reached the end of this ordeal because the news is going to the news is going to reach the landlord. The news is going to reach the landlord that they're going to have to answer now. Because we have the evidence, guys. The evidence is the news is going to reach the landlord. Once the news reaches the landlord, they'll be forced. They'll have to stand down. So this marks the end. The fall is the beginning and is the end. So this is the beginning of the end for the landlord and their associates. So far at the table, we have the original card that we have was this message. This message is going to be delivered that we're at the this ordeal is at an end. We're ready to move in. We're ready to move in, and you know we could, these individuals could now be at any moment be having to question and answer. They would have to answer for, their crimes. You know, so what they've done is essentially going to be, something that they're going to have to defend. They're going to have to defend. Okay. Okay. Tell me. What can we tell us about? Okay, we want to just keep them as we want to keep them as one and as one entity for now while we're at these cards. Spirit, give me one card. What I would like to see these individuals, are they being picked up all together? Are they going to be picked up all together? Are they going to be all picked up together? Page of Cups, Page of Cups, Page of Cups. So that could mean that could mean a yes, because as we understand, this this cups is it's kind of like a treaty. It's a treaty of you know a joyous, it's a joyous treaty. And this could mean, for people that follow Vedic, this could mean that it could happen any moment now, because they're still in Scorpio season, so they're still in the season of transformation. So this could mean, yes, that these individuals are going to be picked up all together. We're going to take one more. We've gone from a page of cups. We've gone from a page of cups to the ace of pentacles. That is that means that something's going to be, that's something tangible. Tangible. But ace is a yes. An ace is a yes. An ace is a yes. So we have two aces on the table. We have the ace of swords and the ace of coins. The ace means yes, these individuals are going to be all picked up. These individuals are going to be picked up. Landlord Simon Howard and Ashleigh Burwood, they're going to be picked up and by the law enforcement. That is a yes. We're going to so essentially, guys, um, you know, there's evidence that has been compiled, which is ready, for these individuals to be picked up. Because by that we have both a page and the ace of coins. So this talks about evidence, solid evidence against them that has been compiled. Solid evidence has been compiled, and these individuals will be finding out fairly soon, because we have the Eight of Wands. And what we're going to do is have a look at some of the oracle cards, just to see if we could kind of add more, find out more information. What does spirit want us to know at this time? As usual, we're going to split the oracle. We're going to split the oracle cards into three, because all the evidence that is being building, all the different questions that we want to ask. We'll kind of just want to just pick, use the cards just for them to tell the story. Go from there. We're gonna put the cards into three piles. Spirit, please show us truthfully what we need to say at this time. I'd like to give appreciation to the collective first and foremost. We've kind of been, we've had to put our, we've kind of just had to, work with what we have and use our resources, and also just kind of be, persevere. The perseverance of the collective is something that is very admirable. Because you see, you see the collective, how they're able to, um, stand their ground. Okay, the first card, the Galactic Federation of Light. Okay, the Galactic Federation of Light, God, God, and the collection of the universe. And now these individuals, through our research, is we've found out that they are essentially fugitives. They're essentially fugitives, and we've been compelled to investigate, and now, with our evidence, we're going to forward our evidence between the collective, and now these individuals are going to have to answer. So it's pretty interesting to see how things are starting to shape. Then we have the next card, Eight of Wands, which is another message card. Another message is going to be coming from God. God is going to be sending messages to the collective, and also to these individuals, these fugitives. What else would you like us to see, Spirit? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. What else would you like us to see? Your twin loves you eternally. Your twin loves you eternally. This is God loves you. God loves you. Your twin loves you. Your other half. And also your twin loves you eternally. So this is you're receiving, having these connections, with your, having these because in our contemplation is when we connect with God. Now, in our contemplation, that's when we connect with that's when we connect. God's throne room, God's throne room, God's throne room. So you're going to be receiving a message from God's throne room, from the eternal throne of God. The you know you know the the throne room is the majestic word of God. God communicates with us in our darkest times. So this is something that the collective character has been built on, going through these tribulations, trials and tribulations. Their character has been built, and oftentimes they say that you you get closer to the divine, you get closer to God in these sort of these times. The throne room, that's the universe. So this ordeal is being brought to a close. This ordeal is being brought to a close. So this is God stepping through and bringing this ordeal to a close. Because one situation that you kind of learn about this program is based on a lot of half truths. They use these half truths, you know, to tell this narrative. But God is not a God of confusion or half truth. God is a God of truth. He gives a sword to his angels, the archangels. They carry this sword and they bring this truth. They bring this truth. So, God speaks to us in a manner that we all understand. Thank you, Father. Thank you, Father. So God's presence is here yet again. We have the galactic, and we also have God's throne room and your twin. Your twin is essentially, your other half that is connected to God. So, God is here. You know, you know, God's presence is here yet again. Yet again, God's presence is here. So, this kind of trials, we kind of, God says that cherish, cherish your tribulations, cherish your trials, because your trials will soon be over. So cherish them while they're there. Cherish them while they're there. Enjoy every moment. Enjoy the every moment. This is what God teaches us. We're gonna move to try have go into this part. Hootie and the let her cry, let her cry, let her cry. That speaks about you know you know oftentimes this journey you go through these ups and downs, but he speaks about let her cry, let her cry, let her cry. Let them purge, what it is that they've been considered, but you must forgive them, let them cry, but also we must move on, from this ordeal. That is something that has to be done. We must move on from this ordeal, because this is the end. This is the universe, the Ace of Swords, twice again. So we have the Ace of Swords within the Oracle. Okay, guys, I'm going to have a look at this. Okay, essentially, we have this message. That was the first card out. We have this message. We have moving to calm. Moving away, being guided out of the situation. The guides guiding us out of the situation, leading us into something new. Because here we have the Ace of Coins, which is a new beginning. We have a new beginning twice. We also have victory. We also have victory. And we also have God's throne room says that the message has been, the message has been granted. God's answered our prayers, essentially. The other day we spoke about, when Daniel was in the den, and you know, he prayed. He prayed and he fasted. He fasted and he prayed. And God sent the angels before he even finished praying. The angels were already, they had already been, sent from heaven. So this speaks about that your truth, your truth, your truth, your new beginning, move, your truth and your new beginning has been assured, and it's been, signed. God has given, God has spoken, because God's throne room is where all manifestations are. They're given the yes from God. So that's what that speaks about, guys. So that speaks about that you can look forward to a new beginning, and that also speaks about the perpetrators are going to have to answer. They're going to have to answer they're going to have to answer for the things that they've done. The landlord, Ashleigh Burwood, Simon Howard. They're going to have to answer for their crimes. Their crimes, essentially the crimes against humanity. We're going to take one more. God's throne room. God's throne room. God's throne room. Yes, 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 yes is the Son. The Son is a yes. Is a yes card. It's a divine card. Now, that is, we have a triple. We have a three. We have yes. We have. We have the truth. Is This means that these three individuals know the truth. They know what to be true. Because if we were to take ourselves out from this situation, the truth would still remain to be the truth. So these individuals are aware. They are aware the outcome of their crimes. That means they already know. That means they already know. That means they've received the message. From the divine. The divine has given this universal call. This universal call. But we're going to continue to raise awareness, so then that the people also know. That we want to raise this awareness for the people. So this is going out for all the people out there that that need to that we want to build this. Give them the awareness of what is really happening in the community. Another look at one of the oracle cards. We're going to take the one from the center. We're going to take one from the center, because in a way we put the power into three, and then also we have the three candidates on the table. So you know, okay, Spirit, please show us one more, another card. What else do we need to see? What else do we need to see? Thank you, Spirit. seven sisters, divine number, divine number seven. Seven is the reflection, so God, in from the heavens throne room, and also the seven sisters is the seven archangels, the seven angels, who are watching over us. These are the angels that are watching over us. We receive our messages from God through the angels. So that is um, that is a very divine and beautiful card to receive. Thank you, Spirit. So also we have the messages. The Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is these. This is that incoming message that is going to be delivered by the angels, by the angelics. Okay, seven sisters. We have the ace, and then we have the Eight of Wands. So I believe, okay, we could kind of put it here. So, yeah, we'll still have some more space for other cards, so we can do that. One more card, please, Spirit. One more. Let's see. Have a look at one more. Radiation. 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 You know, radiation is. They talk about. These Havana syndrome. They talk about Havana syndrome. Basically, radiation is. They use these they use these it sounds they use one of the first things we noticed was a microwave, through our neighbors would hear this microwave door in the beginning, and every time the microwave was switched on, would feel this this feeling. In the beginning we thought, what is that? This was several years ago, so this was before things started to be brought. This is before things became clear. But one thing that we've learned is that they have this technology that they're able to use radiation that is connected to our DNA. Now, one of the things that we've learned is that these organizations, the landlord, because they'll be connected with the refuse centers, the refuse, the weekly collection of refuse. What they would most likely do. This is something that we've been looking at through our investigation. Is what they will do is they will collect your actual refuse bags, and they'll have somebody that will go through them and then collect your DNA and use the DNA. So they have your DNA because they want something that belongs to you. So then they'll use your DNA to put this into this system, radiation, so then they can fire it at you. They can fire it at you, and then what they'll do is they'll program. This is all, but they'll program, and then they will go past your home. You have your neighbors who do this as well. Is that they have your DNA, and then they're able to use this microwave. So a door a door slamming a certain way connects to your it becomes it becomes a weapon. It becomes a weapon. It becomes a weapon, and we're gonna pull. I want to ask Spirit to show us one more card because there is more information about this radiation. This radiation. They use this. Let's see what else comes out. Trauma. Okay, so trauma, trauma. So you know, they hope to create more trauma. So one of the through research, you know, this the program on um, is based on the post World War II MK Ultra, where they use sound frequency, they use sound to manipulate a person's thoughts. So one of the things about the microwave door being closed, and this microwave door being closed, or when you hear your neighbors um, you know hitting the wall, is because this sound is creating a kind of a loop. Bear with me one moment. This sound is creating a loop, and it's kind of like a hypnotic loop. So they can, some sometimes you might hear like let's say a drum. People could use a drum, or people could use a clock, a clock ticking. These sort of sounds, repetitive sounds, they create this space. They create a space in a person's brain, that that allows them to put kind of like a suggestion. It kind of pauses the mind. It pauses the mind. So a person, if they hear this noise continuously, you know their mind will will pause, and in that pause, the person, the agent, uses that moment to attack, or to send an attack, which really what they're saying is that they are creating like a blind spot. And they use this through trauma. It's a trauma. They call it trauma based mind control. These are the things that we're raising awareness. The candidates are trained into using these strategies, these techniques, and they also have devices. They also have devices that they use in order to reach their goal of that trauma. What can we? Okay, well, okay. So there's been news about this trauma. We'll be hearing about this trauma that's been created. So they use radiation to exploit a person's trauma, because the radiation it's unseen, undetected, um it's an unseen, undetected substance within a person's within the person's within the person's body, contains a memory. That's what they that memory picks up the trauma. The trauma picks up the radiation, so the radiation attaches to this trauma. It's all hypnosis. They use hypnosis. Take one. This one, illumination. So there'll be news about these strategies. There'll be news about these strategies. Things are going to be brought into the light. Um, you know, the law enforcement, um, you know, okay, we can just say that what was being, how they were being using these radiation, and also, these, the information is being brought, will be brought forward. There's gonna be news, and going by the cards that's on the table, it would appear that these individuals are aware. It would appear that they're aware that this information is approaching. The sun illuminates. The sun comes up every day, and the sun illuminates. As you can see, we don't. There isn't any card. The sun illuminates. Without the sun, essentially, we've had the throne room, which is the message, which means that God is already, the message is being brought down from God's throne room by the angels, and it's being brought down, and it's going to manifest as truth. It's going to manifest as the truth. One more from here. We're going to take this one. Then we have. So we have law enforcement. The law enforcement are here. Law enforcement are here. So the truth is now going to manifest for the law enforcement. The evidence has been compiled. You're going to receive messages. These individuals will be would have also received messages already by these cards. Is that they've already received this intel. Okay, guys, we've just gone over an hour. What we're going to do, guys, is we're going to use one from the Game of Thrones, just to see, just kind of give us that, added, color onto the table. Add some color, and something different. Okay, we're gonna take one from here. The sun. Sansa Stark. Sansa Stark, the sun. That's Sansa Stark and the sun. Sansa Stark and the sun, shedding light on these characters, these individuals. So, guys, that'll be all for today. It's been a pleasure once again. Thank you for joining us at this investigation, and we're going to leave you with Betty Davis. God bless. Love you all.